The purpose of the Integrated Disability Evaluation System, or IDES, is to maintain a fit and vital force. When an airman or guardian becomes ill or injured, the medical community assesses and treats the condition with the goal of returning the member to duty. However, should the condition limit the service member's ability to perform military duties, the Department of the Air Force must determine if the member is medically fit for continued service. The Department of the Air Force processes approximately 4,000 total force airmen and guardians through its disability evaluation system annually. The Integrated Disability Evaluation System is a multi-phase process with the goal of ensuring service members receive appropriate due process while the impact of their medical condition is evaluated. This graphic illustrates the timeline goals for each of the phases in this process. It's critical to note that the IDES process does not start until a service member is referred to a medical evaluation board. Let's discuss the 3 steps prior to the referral, or what we refer to as the pre-IDES phase. Please note these steps are highly individualized, dependent on many factors, but primarily deal with the service member's medical care and recovery. Initial medical treatment. The first pre-IDES step is followed by the Airman Medical Readiness Optimization, or AMRO board. The second step identifies airmen who are not deployment eligible and requires an evaluation of all medical conditions that could potentially cause a service member to be unfit for service. The AMRO board will determine whether a service member's condition meets the standards for continued military service and return the member to duty, or, if their condition requires further review, refer them to the third step called the Initial Review in lieu of a medical board, or IRILO. The Department of the Air Force Medical Retention Standards Office at the Air Force's Personnel Center provides the evaluation. This office will determine if the member can be returned to duty with assignment limitations, or if the case should be referred to the Disability Evaluation System for a fitness determination. The start of the Integrated Disability Evaluation System, or IDES, officially begins an estimated 180-day journey. The reason this is an integrated DES is because the DES process is integrated with the VA. This integration benefits the service member because they could start receiving their VA benefit upon retirement or separation. Most medical cases are resolved during this pre-IDES phase and never referred to the IDES. As a result, for those referred to the IDES, about 95% are found unfit and either separated or retired. The first phase of the IDES is the Medical Evaluation Board, or MEB. The MEB, which is signed by 3 physicians at your local military treatment facility, or MTF, documents any medical conditions the board believes limit your airman or guardian's ability to perform their job. When your service member is referred to the MEB, they will be assigned a Physical Evaluation Board Liaison Officer, or PEBO. The PEBO is assigned to the local MTF and serves as the service member's main point of contact for information. The PEBO will notify you once the service member is referred to the IDES. The PEBO will continue to communicate the status of the case as it moves through the IDES process and inform you of any results prior to your service member being notified. This pre-notification step ensures you and your team are prepared to provide appropriate support to your airman or guardian. If you have a question about any aspect of the IDES process, please contact your PEBO. Once the MEB is complete, the case is forwarded to the second phase of the IDES, the Informal Physical Evaluation Board, or IPEB. The IPEB, made up of a physician and a line officer, reviews your service member's medical information following the MEB, along with your commander input and all other pertinent information to conduct a records-only determination of your service member's medical fitness for duty. The IPEB will deem the service member fit for duty or unfit for continued military service. If fit, the member is returned to duty, possibly with assignment and/or deployment limitations. If unfit for continued military service, The IPEB will request a disability rating from the Veterans Administration for each unfitting medical condition. The service member may either agree with the IPEB's finding or request an appeal. If an appeal is requested, the case moves to the third phase of the IDES, the Formal Physical Evaluation Board, or FPEB. The FPEB is located at Joint Base San Antonio Randolph and is responsible for adjudicating IPEB appeals. Service members have the right to an in-person appearance before the FPEB with TDY orders funded by your local MTF. They also have the option to appear before the board telephonically or by video teleconference if they choose. Your service member is also entitled to legal counsel at no cost through the Office of Disability Counsel, or ODC, located at Randolph. The ODC will assist your service member in rounding out their appeal contention and help them prepare and advocate for them during the hearing. Should a service member disagree with the FPEB findings, they are authorized one final appeal at the Secretariat level. This would be the fourth and final appeal phase of the IDES process. Secretariat level appeals are adjudicated by the Secretary of the Air Force Personnel Council, and their decisions are final. Service members always maintain the right to appeal to the Board of Corrections to Military Records, BCMR, but BCMR appeals will not delay or impede execution of IDES decisions. Now that we've laid some groundwork, let's discuss some specific commander roles and responsibilities. Your first and primary role lies in the critical input you provide the Medical Evaluation Board through the Commander's Impact Statement, otherwise known as DAF Form 1185. The Commander's Impact Statement documents the impact the service member's condition has on the mission and communicates if they can perform the duties of their primary AFSC. Each of the boards throughout the IDES process rely heavily on your impact statement. It's the primary mechanism for you to communicate the impact of your service member's medical condition on their ability to perform the in-garrison and deployed requirements of their specialty. Please note, your input is not simply limited to the job the airman or guardian is currently performing. Rather, it includes all responsibilities they may be asked to perform with respect to their grade and specialty. Second, you and your command team can help manage your airmen or guardians' expectations and ensure they are ready to transition into civilian life if found unfit for continued service. Finally, some IDES cases will involve service members who are also undergoing administrative or punitive actions. It's very important you immediately notify the PEBO of these actions to ensure they're considered during adjudication. There are a variety of resources and additional information sources available to commanders and service members going through the Integrated Disability Evaluation System. Remember, you can always reach out to your PEBO for additional guidance. Our goal at AFPC is to make the IDES process transparent and responsive, ensure your airman or guardian's case is appropriately adjudicated, and your command team is fully informed. Please refer to our AFPC resources online for additional IDES information.